Welcome guys to my other video. You've probably seen that video beforehand on how to extend your storage solution. Now I'm going to cover another video. It is discussing the different types of DVD drives I've got. Now basically this shows you the amount or the variation in what sort of stuff you could get and the generation of DVD drives out there. First of all, I'm going to cover probably the oldest drive, so let's have a look at one first of all. This is from IBM T21, and by the listing you can see it's a DVD drive. Now when I was talking about having a drive with a Pacific connector, this is an example of a Pacific connector. This is not a generic connector, it's an IDE connector made specially for an IBM ThinkPad. With this you are able to remove this black bit of it and get access to the standard IDE connector, which I covered in another video I've forwarded. Now this is a DVD drive, you can see by the way it's listed. It's by IBM. The next drive is a compact disc, which basically means it's a CD-ROM drive. This is from an older laptop. It's by Teak, so it basically tells you it was made in Japan. Made in Indonesia. So that's give you a lesson. It's what drive do you think that is? That is IDE. The next one, this might look familiar to you Apple guys. It's from Apple G3, and correct me if I'm wrong. This is just it is just a CD-ROM drive, listed as clearly as you can see. You can see the model number there. I'm not going to go through it. It's January 2002, Apple logo there. So that's the Apple one. Another one I've got. Now, another thing you could do is you could put them in external caddies. So I purchased one of these from a shop, and I popped one of these in, and this is a DVD multi-drive, so it is a very good make. So that's my external drive, which I use for all my laptops or laptops without the DVD rewriter drives on it. Another drive that I use commonly is this drive here. This is made by Lighton. It's a LightScribe drive, so it basically allows you to draw or write data using special formatted disks. So that's another drive I've got. So these two drives are probably the most used drives I use for all my computers without the DVD drives or DVD rewriter drives. So those are the most commonly used ones. They have different connectors on them, so we have a female B on there, and we also have a micro USB connector. So that covers my external hard drives. Now another drive I've got is this drive here. This is just a DVD drive. It's more likely used in just what do you call it, a T23 or 2024. And a thing I like to discuss with you is I've removed basically that from this, so you can see it is a standard IDE connector on it. Another drive that I do have is from a Dell Latitude E6660, I believe, and this is very thin in comparison to something I've got here. So let's have a look at the heads. So this one, you can see how thin it is. You you can see it's different in shape, and this is basically for E640. I've just removed this, so I've took this one out. I'm not using it currently, but it is a good drive. It's a DVD rewriter drive. So I've got DVD writer. So I've got 3 DVD rewriter drives that I'm not currently using in my systems. Now this is one special one. This is actually a Sony drive, but it's only a DVD-ROM / CD rewriter combo. So this is another drive I've got. Special feature is the eject button. It's powered, so when you press this button it just clicks up, so it's a powered one, so you need a plug for it. The reason I've got this drive is basically some computers, especially older computers, don't support having USB power. They actually need external power in order to power the drives, so that's the reason it's got a power connector, so I could get more power, and that enables me to use USB 1.1, because with USB 2 it's not possible you don't need the power. So with this, another important or interesting thing is this has got a memory card reader on it. So that's the drive, and it's also a drive with the forward or back button on it. So that's my other one. Now this one is a DVD rewriter drive. Yes, a DVD rewriter drive. So this is another one I've got. It's got an IDE connector, so there's an IDE connector, and this, I believe I've also just uploaded a video on it, so check that out, guys. So that is basically my collection of the DVD rewriter drives or CD rewriter or DVD-ROM drives that I do have to my collection and that I'm currently not using. This excludes the DVD drives or DVD rewriter drives that I've got currently in my laptops. So I'm just saying that these are just the ones that I have just for spares or just for generic use at the moment. So if you do have any sort of questions you'd like to ask, please do, and if you like my videos, please do subscribe. Thank you, guys.